Gentlemen, this one's for you. I'm going to tell you that, number one, I believe in you. I love you. And when I see a bunch of young, strong men come together and they're smiling and they hug each other and they talk about man things, nothing makes me happier than that. But I'm going to touch on something real quick here for you fathers. I can't stress this enough. You need to go get your children and love on your children, because if you don't, you will rue the day that you didn't. And I remember years ago when I had children and they were in Philadelphia where my ex was helping my mother, and I was in Washington, D.C., and the weekend would come and all the other guys were like, man, we're going to this club and that club and everything else. And I was a police officer, I'll tell you that. And because I've seen so many kids get locked up, so many kids get killed, my buddies would ask me, man, you going to go to the club with us this week? And I go, no, man, I've got to go and hang out with my sons, my daughter. And because I can deal with a lot of things, but if I ever had to go to a cell and see my son in there, and he looked at me and said, Dad, you know what? You know I was coming up. You were in the mix of everything. You know what was going on with young black men, but you decided to go run after the women. You decided to hang out with your buddies. It would rip my heart right out. And I'm going to tell you, with all the fishing trips, the hunting trips, the boat rides, the arguing, the fighting, and the rolling of eyes, there is nothing that touches my heart more now than when my sons, who are grown and a couple have kids of their own, when they call me and we talk and we laugh. They said, well, Dad, you know, I told my son this and that, and I started laughing because I remember when you told me that. Gentlemen, young brothers, not this. I'm telling you right now, because as my mother used to say, a wise person learns from the mistakes of others. A smart person learns from their mistakes. Don't be a smart person where you're learning from your own mistakes. Learn from others. And experience is always the best teacher. I'm giving you experience from holding my children in my hands when they were little, born, to now grown men and grown women who have their own kids. And we laugh and we talk and we share stories about, Dad, remember you did this? And remember you said that? And remember we went over such and such? And I have a nephew who I never knew was taking in everything we were doing. I had a race car. We would go to the racetrack. And he said, Uncle Rob, remember when we went to the racetrack and then you took off and then you beat that guy and then you came back and you had to take the spark plugs out and I was helping you, but then you burned your hand and this and that and this. And I'm looking at him and we're speaking. I'm going, oh, yeah, I remember that. Lies, lies, lies. I do not remember that. But it brought a tear to my eye because he remembered that. And that was something that I did just to do it. It was just something that I did. Come on, man, we're going to the track. I'm going to tell you, gentlemen, please, get your children. You're going to have arguments with the mom, things of that nature. That has nothing to do with your children. With your daughters, if you're not there for them, I'm telling you, a guy's going to step in and he's going to become daddy. And as much as guys like, yeah, girl, call me daddy, you're not going to want to hear that when your daughter winds up calling someone daddy, because then you're going to be ready to beat her butt or beat his butt and be all pissed off. You should have been her daddy. You should have been there. So as you go forward, love on your daughters, love on your sons. I don't give a rat's ass if you're just taking them from the step to walk to the corner store to get a little popsicle. and talk about the squirrel running up the tree. I'm telling you right now, he or she will go, Dad, remember we used to take the walk up and we would get the popsicle and the squirrel would run up the tree, and then one time he dropped a nut and then he pooped on somebody and we were laughing, and you'll go, oh, sure, I remember. Lies, lies, lies. But the thing is, they will remember that. Gentlemen, I'm giving you my wisdom here. Again, your daughters and sons are not niggas, bitches, and hoes. They're your beautiful children. They're your gifts. And me personally, I think if you stand in judgment of whatever it is, and it's not religion, whatever it is that you may believe, it's going to come a day where you're going to go, did I do the right thing by my children? And if you didn't, that's something that I'd never have to carry. That's something that I hope you never have to carry. But the problem with not knowing is you don't know as a young man. The problem with not knowing is you don't know. You don't have this experience. But my job as an older man who has children and grandchildren is to give this wisdom to you. Please don't let this get by you. Please don't let this get by you. Please don't let this get by you. If you don't have a dad, I'm telling you as your father. If you don't have an uncle, I'm telling you as your uncle. If you don't have a man in your life, I'm telling you as that man. I love you guys, every single damn one of you, and I will be damned to hell before I let all the crap music and everything else make you think this here and that there's no one out there who's going to guide you down the right path. I love you guys, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Hit me up in the comments. I'd love to hear what you have to say. Do your best, but love on your children. Please, 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 because a father is an amazing, amazing person in a child's life, and you don't really realize it until many years later. It's the best I got for you guys. I'm planting, and then later we harvest it. Again, I love you. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. When you get to your children, give them a hug. Tell them Uncle Rob says he loves you, because I absolutely do. They're beautiful, innocent little angels, and they need you. They need you. All right. Y'all take care.